Good morning. My name is Dr. Marie Carmela Lucido Gamallo from Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center. So I will be presenting to you my output on outcome-based education, specifically on the topic of normal labor. So this module was created for a group of 31 postgraduate interns rotating in our department. This is a course in obstetrics. It will be a 20-hour module conducted over a period of 4 weeks. Specifically, the module that I will be discussing this morning would be on normal labor. Faculty would be the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. The following are the students' learning objectives. Now, this slide shows to you the evolution of the learning strategies that were given to the students. So we divided it to before class, during class, and finally, the assessment. So in the past, we relied so much on faculty lectures. So before a class starts, the teachers assign the students reading materials to review. Subsequently, on the class proper, a faculty member lectures on the specific topic and they go into the skills laboratory to discuss or to practice the different procedures that are involved. However, due to the onset of the pandemic, we had to find different ways in order to reach our students. So due to the pandemic, the students are no longer able to visit the hospitals and see the patients personally. And so for this particular module, wherein we want to assess their capacity to get the history and the PE of the patients, we had to come up with a trigger case. Okay, so before class, we still assigned the students reading materials on the specific topic that was going to be discussed. We also allowed them access to different videos that were uploaded in the Google Classroom in order to be familiar with the procedures involved. In the module itself, they were also assigned assignments. During the class itself, the faculty member still gives a short lecture on the specific topic and then a quiz afterwards. The students then discuss the answers to the quiz in breakout rooms via the Zoom platform. As I mentioned earlier, this is a case-based or a problem-based learning. And so a trigger case was given and they discuss the case or they give a case presentation via Zoom. Afterwards, a plenary session is then opened in order to allow the students to ask questions, also allow the preceptors to feedback on their output. A return demonstration is subsequently done by the students in front of the preceptors. However, they do this in breakout rooms, also in Zoom. A daily reflection is also our daily reflection output is also expected of the students, which they will upload in the Google Classroom. As for the assessment, so before we do final exams as well as OSCE face-to-face. However, now faculty evaluation is done on individual assignments, group presentations, and discussions via Google Forms. The faculty also reads the daily reflection. OSCE is now done via Zoom platform online, and then learning is reassessed in self-assessment exams. Now, this slide is generally a summary of what I just discussed. It tells you of the tasks of both the teacher and the student. So for case discussions, it was quite simple to shift from face-to-face to remote learning since it basically involves a presentation of the information gathered from a book. Unfortunately, however, there was a need for the teachers to make a trigger case with history and physical examination since the students were not allowed to see the patients, as I have mentioned earlier. We took this as an opportunity to tailor the details about the case while leaving out certain information that the students themselves had to point out in order to successfully complete the case presentation. Thank you for your kind attention.